Shah reporting from Life Tips. Your money, our advice. Let's talk to our market experts to know more about the market scenario. Welcome back, viewers. Let's talk to our equity expert Mohan to know more about the market scenario. So welcome, Mohan.
Thank you.
So Mohan, what is the trading level for the Nifty today? Was there any volatility seen in the market today?
Yeah, we are seeing good volatility, but as in for the downtrend, we are seeing with a negative bias for the market. Market opened with a gap down on the spot and future also, but it is trading on a downside only for the day. And even we can see some witness of selling pressure is in there in a banking sector like SBI Bank, it was down by around 3%, and Axis, ICICI Bank and other PSU banks also. Apart from this, we are seeing some buying happening in the IT sectors, Infosys, TCS and even Reliance have seen some bit of buying. So even market is totally today a news driven market, and we are seeing so many stocks with their news which is moving good volatile in the market now. As for the levels, you say 5.9 is a key levels on a spot basis. Even 5.9 breaks, then 5.860 and 5.840 is the next key supports. Resistance at 5.960 and 5.985 is the resistance for the day. Yeah.
Alright. So Mohan, as we have heard that 16th is a day when the actual hike will be taking place in the banking sectors by RBI. So what's the effect in the market now?
Yeah, tomorrow might be an evening. We have to be cautious, but we are not seeing any long positions in the market. We are seeing only in banking index and even overall banking sector weak, as we are seeing past even last week also. A pullback came and for the last two to 3 days, and again we are seeing some bit of selling pressure. So if it is a rate hike, and again CRR and repo rate has been changed by 0.25 ticks, and then we may see some bit of selling pressure. Otherwise, we may see some positiveness also from the bank, from the RBI movement on this. Yeah.
Alright, so thank you, Mohan.
Thank you.
Stay back where we still have the commodity and currency market session coming up. Welcome back, viewers. Let's talk to our commodity expert Navneet to know more about the market scenario. So welcome, Navneet.
Thank you, Anita.
So Navneet, gold saw some selling pressure coming in yesterday. So how is the bullion complex performing today?
Gold was trading little change during the Asian trading session and might see some correction coming in as positive economic data release coming in from US is helping the greenback to strengthen. Gold for immediate delivery lost as much as 0.2% to $1,393.72 an ounce before trading at $1,395.95 during early Asian trading session. Earlier, the metal dropped by 0.6% to $1,396.40 an ounce on the COMEX in New York. Speculations that the US economy will improve are probably increasing after retail sales yesterday rose higher than analysts estimated. US dollar gained after yesterday's FOMC statement release, which said that US recovery is continuing and maintained a $600 billion program of debt repurchases. Gold holding by the exchange traded products fell by 4.83 metric tons to 2,091.56 tons yesterday. Silver for immediate delivery increased by 0.2% to $29.5375 an ounce. Silver holdings in exchange traded products increased for a fourth day, expanding 73.08 tons to 15,163.25 tons, the highest level since February 2010. So we have seen some shifting coming in from gold to silver in case of holdings by the exchange traded funds, so that will be acting as a supporting factor for silver prices.
Okay. So how is the oil market shaping up ahead of the US Energy Department inventory data released today?
Crude oil witnessed some selling pressure coming in after the industry-funded API report showed that the US fuel stockpiles rose last week, and the Federal Reserve said the recovery in the world's biggest crude user has been slow. Prices corrected as much as 0.9% after the US Central Bank said it would maintain the $600 billion stimulus plan because the economic recovery is insufficient. American Petroleum Institute said yesterday that the heating oil stockpiles climbed to the highest since week ended October 29th, while gasoline inventories fell for the third week. The January contract fell as much as 75 cents to $87.53 a barrel in electronic trading session on the New York Mercantile Exchange. Prices slid by 0.4% in yesterday's floor trading session. An appreciating greenback after positive retail sales numbers coming in from US also eroded the appeal for dollar-denominated commodities like crude oil. The Energy Department's report today is expected to show that gasoline supplies increased 2 million barrels in the weekend at December 10th. Crude oil supplies probably dropped by 2.5 million barrels. US gasoline demand at the pump slid by 2.7% last week as retail prices rose to the highest level in 25 months according to data given by MasterCard, a spending pulse report. So probably market will be taking cues from today's inventory data release after the actual release hits the market.
Alright. So how is the base metal performing in the Asian trading session, Navneet?
Base metals were trading little change during the early Asian trading session, but expectation that supply will lag behind demand as a global economic recovery is supportive for the prices. Copper for 3 months delivery on the London Metal Exchange rose as much as 0.4% to $9,205.75 a metric ton. Copper reached a record of $9,267.50 a ton yesterday before erasing gains on concern that China will step up measures to curb inflation. So this still there is a rate hike fears in the Chinese front is still persisting on the market, and that is acting as a very good resistance for the copper, especially for base metal commodity as a whole. Even though the medium to long term fundamentals for the base metals looks to be on a stronger side, short term picture is still unclear owing to the appreciation of US dollar after positive economic numbers from US and Chinese rate hike fears doing its rounds in the market. Stock prices in warehouse monitored by LME fell by 30% to 350,900 tons this year. Deficit in the market is expected to widen by 5 lakh metric tons next year to 2 lakh tons this year. BNP Paribas said in its report today. So we are expecting a deficit market to expected in 2011-2012. So that will be acting as a very good supporting factor for a long-term business in base metals.
Alright, so thank you Navneet for that quick update. Stay back, viewers. We still have the currency market session coming up with Joy. Welcome back, viewers. Let's talk to our currency expert Joy to know more about the market scenarios. So welcome, Joy.
Thanks, Agya.
So Joy, how is dollar trading today?
Well, the dollar rose against other major currencies on Wednesday after upbeat US economic data helped to send US yields higher. Although thinning volumes into the year-end, mean trading was choppy.
So what is the outcome from the FOMC meeting yesterday?
Well, despite improving growth prospects, the Federal Reserve reaffirmed its commitment to buy 600 billion in bond, a move that could add fuel to the economic fire in coming months. So it is expected that the US economy is gaining momentum. The dollar rose 0.2% to 83.85 yen, helped by the talk of demand at the Tokyo fixed but with resistance expected ahead of 84.50 yen, a level it is not seen since late September. The Aussies was trading at 0.9951 after gaining 1.5 cent this week to reclaim parity and reach a 1-month high of 1.0030 on Tuesday. It rose to its highest in 28 years last month.
Okay, so how is euro trading today?
Well, the euro retreated from a 3-week high at 1.35 to trade at 1.3350, falling to stay above 1.3470, which is roughly the 38.2% retracement of its November fall.
Okay, so what do you have to update about the dollar index?
Well, the greenback rose against all of its 16 major counterparts as Treasury's yield reached a 7-month high after the Fed maintained a 600 billion program of debt purchasing. The dollar gained 0.2% against a basket of major currencies to 79.55 USD, having clipped off a 3-week low that's touched on Tuesday.
Okay, so what are the other major datas out in the market?
Well, the US factory production rose 0.3% in November, according to a median estimate of economists in a Bloomberg News survey, before the Fed released the data today. US retail sales increased 0.8% last month, that as per the Commerce Department said yesterday.
Alright, so thank you, Joy.
Thanks, Agya.
Stay back, viewers. We still have the post-market sessions coming up.